Hey there, gorgeous. My name is Melissa, and I am also known as the Taropist, and I am going to be your tarot card reader, guys. Today, we are just going to do a whatever comes out reading for the collective audience. This can resonate for any placement of any sign at any time. And again, we are just going to freestyle here and pull some cards from the Moonology Oracle deck and then some tarot as well. And guys, anything that you would ever need to know about myself or my channel, you can find either in the description box below, my channel description, or my community tab. You can certainly always check out my website, which is www.thetaropist.com. I am currently closed for Zoom and FaceTime readings. However, I am available for pre-recorded and email readings, and all of that information is in the description box below. If you have any questions about that, you can certainly always email me or comment on in the comment section below. I think that's about it. Of course, the personal readings are the best way for me to pick up on your energy. But if you are not able to get a personal reading at this time or interested in one, but you would like me to be more likely to pick up on your personal situation in my collective readings, then do make sure that you are engaging with the channel in some way in order for me or for you to transfer your energy here onto the channel and into these readings. Some easy ways that you can do that, guys. By the way, that's called energy transference, and it's really a powerful way for me to be able to channel your specific situation. The more you engage, the more likely it is that I will be picking up on your situation in these readings. Okay, so easy ways you can do that are liking, sharing, subscribing, and let's get at this reading. Okay, commenting is another great way. Let's see what we got here. We got these Moonology. It says here, have faith in your dreams. This is coming through a lot because I do. This is one of the hardest things. Like, it's not that we can't attain. Nobody was built with a dream inside of them that they weren't able to attain. But we do have a lot of fears and conditions that are limiting us. So it is just a card of reminding you that the only thing stopping you from attaining your dreams or obtaining your wishes or something like this is by your own mind. Okay, have faith in your dreams. You must believe that you're able to accomplish these things, by the way, or you're not going to possibly put what it would take into the situation in order to get what you would like out of it. This means, why in God's name? It is not easy to succeed, and certainly you'll have to fail several times to get to the success that you're looking for. But why would you ever put that energy in if you don't believe that the outcome is going to work out in your favor anyways? You're not. So the most important part about following your dreams is knowing that regardless of how long it takes or how many times you have to fail to get there, you are going to make it. There is no coincidence that this dream is, inside of you. It is yours, but again, it's not. Nobody's dream is easy. It might look like it. There might be some examples of how that can happen where somebody just tries one time and boom, they're super successful, super whatever it is you're looking for, right? But that is absolutely the exception. And the rule is that if you want to succeed in something, you're going to have to continuously and consistently go for whatever that thing is. And again, if you don't think you're going to get the outcome you're looking for anyways, there's really nothing that's going to motivate you to continue to do that, especially if you're, have a fear of failure and things like that. So the truth is, the more you fail, the closer you get to succeeding. So please embrace any of the failures that might come along with it and all of the lessons that you learn in each of the failures that are absolutely setting you up to succeed wildly. Okay. So the reality is, if we were to attain the success that that we we're going for right away, we would miss out on all of the tools that you get by failing, that are going to set you up to be very successful or to hold on to that success when you do get it. Okay. I hope that makes sense for you. Don't let pride get in your way. Yeah, that's exactly what I was just saying. So we're not even going to go. I mean, yeah, that's Leo energy. It does. Okay. So because it is Leo energy, I am getting something about the fifth house or your fifth house placement. I even get like that you have maybe Leo in your 10th house or something, like you were meant to shine. You have like this very star like energy or star quality about you. And so because of that, sometimes when it is like a passion of ours, we are less likely to go for it because the failing of it would be more painful for us or something like that. That's the energy that I'm getting, certainly for a Leo. or a heavy Leo placement person, there's nothing wrong with that, by the way. This is literal astrology. This isn't character defects. These are different placements that make the way we feel about things different than other people. Okay. So it's like trying to get a water moon to understand, or an air moon to understand the feelings that a water moon is having. What does that mean? This means like somebody who's more emotionally driven and somebody who's more logically driven are not going to see eye to eye on a situation about emotions, right? Or a situation that involves the heart. So while I want to say it is important that we try to not feed into the way the world sees us or what the world thinks about us, there is something about here that you have heavy, maybe Leo placements, and you do care about what people think, and that's okay. Okay. Of course, I want you not to let that stop you, because that is actually where the problem comes in. The problem isn't with you caring about what people think about you. The problem is about you, not doing what you feel called to do because you care about what people think about you. Okay. Certainly, if you can get to a point where you don't care, that is lovely as well. But do not judge yourself for not being there now, if that's the case. Okay. I hope that makes sense for you, because if you get to a place where you truly don't give a about what people think about you, it is so powerful and nothing can stop you. But as long as, even if you do feel like you care about what people think about you, as long as you don't let that stop you, then then you're not, aside from the maybe stress that it might cause, at least you're not letting it deter you from what you're here to do. Okay. Which does feel very public eye or very in the spotlight. Okay. The answers you have or the answers you need are coming, and conclusions are within reach. And I love those two cards for you, because I do feel like whatever you're pursuing at this time, again, they're saying something about a personal issue reaches resolution is on the bottom of that deck. Wow. So it's like all of these things are talking about some sort of conclusion here. But the biggest part of the conclusion is that whatever you're feeling is valid. And regardless, again, you'll see a lot of information out here from different people and different personality types. So it's like that might work for them, or it's real easy for somebody who wasn't born with the desire to shine to not care about shining. Okay. When you're kind of born with, I want to say heavy Leo placements here. So you could certainly be a Leo, or just have that highly aspected in your chart somewhere all over your chart, and heavy fifth house placements, whatever it is. Again, they're meant to shine. So what that comes with is the desire to have an audience, or people that admire their work. And that's normal and that's natural. But people who are not born with those same placements may not need to be seen for what they're doing or something like that. And then they might tell you that the way you feel like you need to be seen is wrong, or something's wrong with you for that. Okay. Again, I do think that it is very beneficial to not care what people think about you, and not, certainly, even if you do, to not let it deter you. Okay. I hope that makes sense for you. Oh, so first of all, it's like whatever kind of attention you are hoping to attract, or you think you're not attracting at this time, I want to say you actually already are, by the way. So there might not be a lot of proof of that in the third dimension, meaning that let's say you're in the public eye already, and you're not getting a lot of views or a lot of movement forward. There is a lot more people or a lot more attention that you don't see, that you are receiving in the public eye. Okay. The Six of Wands is a card of victory, but it's also a card of attention, accolades, recognition. And it does talk about the public eye, which I was already getting a very heavy energy about here, and just about somebody who did have to fight through a lot of battles, a lot of which are internal, by the way, and this desire to be seen or admired for your work. By the way, they want to say that your work is very admirable. So it is hard when you put your heart and soul into something that you genuinely are putting in for the proper reason, but it's almost like the recognition or the acknowledgement that your work is as good as you are, as good as your intentions are, needs to have some sort of validation coming from people who the work is working for, okay, or something like that. I want to say. So this is natural, especially for heavy Leo placements, to want that validation that what they're pouring their heart and soul into is being received. And by the way, it is being received. And again, it might not look like that on the surface at this time, but I want to say that recognition or that acknowledgement or that proof is coming with the Six of Wands here. So please continue to do whatever it is you're doing for the reasons that you're doing it. And again, just because you would like that admiration or that acknowledgement, that's not why you're doing it. And so I don't confuse that, because people will tell you if you're doing it for admiration or if you're doing it for the external validation, then you're doing it for the wrong reasons. It's like, that's not why you're doing it. However, that would be a bonus for somebody who wants to know that the work they're doing is actually beneficial in this world. So I just want to say, whatever it is you're going through it, and you're working on all of this. And again, it's like, you think that you're supposed to be shedding the desire to be seen for doing whatever it is you're doing. But that's actually not the case. That's not for everybody. Again, I want it to not deter you from going after whatever this is, or your fear of failing in front of the world that you would like to see you for the good that you're doing. I don't want that to stop you. So they're saying your conclusions are within reach and you're so close to the goals that you had in mind. And certainly, by the way, it's saying you're going to have some physical proof of the amount or the ripple you're causing in this world, right? So you're going to have some physical proof here, but the divine wanted you to know for sure, for certain, that the reason why you're doing it actually has nothing to do with the recognition that you're going to receive. Again, that doesn't mean that you can't desire that recognition, because everybody wants to be seen and acknowledged for the deeds that they do, because none of these deeds are easy, right? We're out here putting our heart and soul into things, crying blood, sweat, tears, whatever it is. And again, a lot of us had to go through real life trauma in order to get to where we are to do the thing that we're doing. So then it's like, all of that feels like it's for naught if it's not being seen, recognized, and I don't even want to say like you're admired for it or appreciated for it, which I think would be very helpful as well. It's like, you don't think that it's helping. So then it's like really a hard, this is just a hard lesson that you're going through here, that you're doing the work regardless because you feel called to do it, and you are correct about whatever it is you're doing, and you did go through what you went through to get here. So these are all valid, and in your desire to have some proof on the external layer here that this is actually having a profound effect on people. It's coming, and it is having a profound effect before it comes. So by the way, it's like, it's not that it's all of a sudden going to be beneficial for people. It has been, whatever it is you're pursuing here. Okay. I am going to leave the reading there, but I want to say, just keep going. You're getting through whatever these kind of tests or lessons are. You're learning what you need to learn. And I think I said that over here. It's like, if we succeed immediately in whatever it is we're doing, first of all, we didn't get any pride of ownership from it. So there's going to be a huge pride of ownership. Whatever you're doing it very legitimately or very integrally as well. So you're not like purchasing views or things like that. And that, some people are just looking for that external popularity or for the show. So by the way, just because you desire some admiration and appreciation, they want to say, if you were only looking for that, you would have already purchased viewers, okay, or likes and things like that. You can do that very easily, and we all can. That's not just available to some of us. So for those of us who are going from the ground up here, there's going to be a lot of pride and ownership here. And when you are admired, it is going to be actually for your work, okay? So it's not going to be just looking like you're admired for others. It's going to be that you actually are, for the hard work you put in and the things that you went through in order to get here to whatever it is you're doing and pursuing. Okay. I love you so much. And again, if you've made it this far, go ahead and hit that like button